Hey, welcome back to Grumpy's. So, what have we been doing lately? Well, since the giveaway video, we've been doing just a wee bit of work. Um, Getting a few extras here leveled up to levels. He's food. I got him to 40. I think I might make him the next 5. Everybody says he's just super great. Not seen it yet, but it is what it is. I don't know if he'll replace her. I doubt it. She's got an AoE hit, plus she heals and a shield, so we'll have to wait and see what that does. And on, let's see if I can, this one, that one, there we go. Had to make sure I clicked the right button. Then my alt account, we picked up Zelatath, Zelatah, however you want to say his name. We're working on getting him to 50. He's almost there. Got enough energy, I should be able to put him over, or at least to it. And this is what we got over here. No, I didn't fuse it here. On the main account, I did fuse it. This one was a pull. So I'm getting a little bit here. Let's scroll down. Got 45 in here, this one, and the other one's got 68. So, I mean, just a few. But I'm not going to do much with any of these until after we get the next X pack, or release patch date, or however you want to label it. It's an expansion. It's supposed to give us new factions. Faction wars, possibly. A new fusion, possibly. Bug fixes, possibly. The bug fixes, you ask? Well, if you're new, bug fixes are loading issues, crashing after finishing a task, and then not getting credit for that task. There are reports of people opening shards and then not getting the champion out of the shard because it crashed. I've not experienced that myself, so I don't know how accurate that actually is, but there are people that say they've had that issue. So, that being said, what good reviewer doesn't list the bugs or the downsides excuse me, of any said game that they're reviewing? Downsides. And Polarium, if you watch this, hopefully you'll take it to heart. It's not an absolute criticism, just a slight critique. Some of the items are not retroactive, and some are. If you're doing progress missions and you've already done said item, you shouldn't have to go back through and do it again. They need to have their system check for that item. There are some items that, like levels, item levels. You've got, well, like here on my main, I've got 460s here on the top there, and it says level an item to item level 12. Well, all 4 of them have items at level 12. Actually, most of them have items at level 16, but it's not retroactive. It doesn't check. It should check that and then give you credit for it. There are a few progress missions, and what's the other one? Well, they're all progress missions because you need them to progress, so we'll just call them all progress missions. There are some that make you go backwards. The game is about progressing, not regressing. So having to go backwards to the sewers of Arnok and farm up an item that has such a phenomenally low drop rate that it gets frustrating. 3-star with attack percent item. It is the lowest drop rate of that campaign stage. And I've personally spent almost 400 energy trying to get it to drop. Not all at one shot, because that's just insanely boring. And even though I've got 1 or 2 tunes that can probably go through it in like 7 or 8 seconds. Using Auto Tapper, which I've recently installed, would probably make that a little bit better, just sit here and watch. But, I'd rather progress, and until I go backwards and do that one, it's kind of annoying. So some of them, they really need to change the order on which they're done. Don't make people go backwards, especially, by the time you're able to farm that, you've already completed normal, you've probably completed hard, and are partway through brutal. You really shouldn't have to go backwards to do that one. Now, there are lots of people that have already done it, and they're going to probably tell me to quit whining about it. But these are just critiques. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the obvious here. And another thing, Polarium, you really need to change up a few of the starting heroes, champions, whatever. For the most part, everybody pulls blues. And in order to actually progress at a even remotely respectable rate, you need a little bit more color in your life. Now, I'm not saying make voids easily accessible, but make some of the campaign heroes that you can farm up different colors that are strong in attack, not mostly blue, that are strong. The other ones are usually support characters or, weak. So, like I say, it's just a critique. It's not complaining. I could complain, but heck, who would listen, right? One more critique, and I'll quit critiquing, is honestly, in my personal opinion, this is again my opinion, any hero that can be farmed up during a campaign, Spirit Host, Executioner, just to name two, you shouldn't be able to pull them when you're opening shards of any of the colors. That's just insanely frustrating. Now, while it does help maybe give you a champion skill up instead of a book, I'd rather farm for it. That way I get the silver out of it, or an extra piece of armor. Just, you really need to take them out of the loot table for the shards. Leave them in the missions, or not missions, but the campaign. And that way, some people actually enjoy farming for stuff. Hit or miss with it. Depends on my mood. Some days I'm okay farming, some days I'm not. Some days I'd actually like to progress, not regress backwards, going backwards to do things. And I think that's about it. My son's account, which I don't have pulled up, his account's pretty much at a standstill. I've got some crappy, and he's got one crappy epic Taurus. I don't see the benefit of any character killing itself, basically. I just don't see it. But I could use that one for food, but until we get our next expansion and figure out who's going to be needed for the new fusion, I can't go any further with that. And he's pretty much low on energy. So leveling up food right now is a very slow and painful process. He doesn't have any XP boost left on his account. His newbie stuff's wore off, just like on my alt account. This account still got one or two left from actually progressing further than either of the other two, but I've had this account for almost 2 months now. So that being said, my clan, Dark Kings, it's not mine per se, it's just the clan I'm in. If anybody's looking for a clan, oh wow, we're full. Hey, awesome. We weren't full this morning. But I've got one key right now. I'm saving that for tomorrow. And yeah, I know I need to go play an arena, but this arena event is, yeah, everybody's pulled out their best tunes and thrown them in the arena, and I'm just not quite strong enough to get out of Silver 4. I could probably get up into Silver 4 again, relatively easy, but I did just enough so far tonight to get my second star for the clan. But yeah, I'm gonna make sure, because we're gonna start working on the hard clan boss. We just opened up normal, which I got rewards, yay. And I can always use green potions and the reds too. All right, I'm gonna start working on the hard tomorrow. We're gonna try and start knocking the hard one down. We finally knocked normal out completely, and easy we've been doing for a while. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's the update. We'll catch you next time. Later.